The guns have fallen silent over Tehran, but the air remains thick with sense of temporary peace. After 6 weeks of most intensive bombardment in the modern history, Iran Forensic Authority has confirmed a staggering milestone. Over 3,000 civilians have been killed in the US and Israel strikes since February 28. In his first major address since the ceasefire began, Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei, still unseen in person, delivered a message of the calculated defiance. He vowed that the blood of the martyrs would be avenged, yet for the first time he left the door to the Islamabad negotiations slightly ajar, suggesting that reparations and respect could be replaced by fire and fury. But on the water the ceasefire is a ghost. The Strait of Hormuz remains effectively closed to global commands. Despite the truce, just 10 vessels have braved the channel in the last 48 hours, most of them Iranian-owned. The Revolutionary Guard has established a supervised pause, forcing few vessels that entered the navigation and treacherous dual corridor near Lakhakar Islands under a watchful eye of the Iranian naval batteries. With 172 million barrels of oil sitting idle in the Gulf, the world's energy heart is still beating at a mere fraction of its capacity. The most violent breach of the peace, however, is not in the Gulf, but in the Levant. In a devastating Black Wednesday operation that ignored the US and Iran truce, Israel launched its most powerful strikes of the war across Lebanon. Over 250 people were killed in a single 10-minute wave that targeted Beirut, Sidon, and Bekaa Valley. As the Lebanon's death toll crosses the 1,200 mark, the humanitarian crisis has reached a breaking point. Hospitals are flooded with casualties, even as Israel pushes its ground occupation further towards the Litani River, proving that for Lebanon there is no such thing as a ceasefire. In Washington, a diplomatic rift has become a schism. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte has emerged from a frank and open meeting with President Trump, refusing to address the questions about the president's threat to withdraw from the US from the alliance. While Rutte acknowledged that Trump's disappointment with Europe's refusal to join the war, he insisted that the transatlantic bond remains vital for the secure Antarctic and Atlantic. But as Trump continues to mock allies and demands they get their own oil, the future of the NATO and the stability of Islamabadic truce hangs in the balance. Islamabad truce is currently ceasefire in name only. By excluding the Lebanon front and failing to demine the street, the deal has created a supervised stalemate rather than a path to peace.